For her coat, this one's not going to do too much, but this is an actual carding knife. We'll use this on Khaleesi more because this one will break coat. On her, it's still too thick. We have to remove a lot. No, she'll let you know something's bothering her. Yeah. These dogs, it doesn't, and she's going to feel better after this. And we always do the hand stripping before, just so that it's easier to grip, but then it's also everything that we remove, it's easier to get the water through and clean them up good, get into the pores. Look at this right here. Look how flat that's coming out right now. That's the second layer. The lower layer under this one. So when we take this one out, she already has a good layer that's already flat like that. So we got to take all that dead coat, and then the rest is gonna pretty much lay on its own. That's what we want to get to right here. And then a little more than that afterwards too. We're gonna have to take some of this off to stimulate it so we could grow another layer under that. Yeah, some people prefer to hand strip and then card, but we've always been card first and then hand strip. These are carding knives. There's different sizes. The way you know is by the gap between the teeth. Now, there's the ones that are coarse, medium, fine, and extra fine. And then these have the same, it has 3 sizes, longer, medium, and shorter for little areas. Same with this one, it has the 3 sizes that you could use. If you had to pick one and you didn't have much space to put anything, then I'd probably take this one. Even these 2 would be good, and obviously the carding knife. But for like her coat where it's thicker, you're gonna wanna get the coarse one. When you get to areas like the neck or the sides, most of the time these are thinner. So you go with the medium or the fine, depending on which one's gonna grip more. The last thing you wanna do is you gotta watch how you turn your hand. If you're gonna be turning it, you might be breaking coat. So try to grip and then pull up. So this,
not twist or...
yes, when you're doing this, you want to keep your wrist straight at all times. So you guys are gonna use these. These are actually pretty good. There's thicker. This one's finer. When you grab your arm, it's gonna go like this. You have to keep it straight, and the wrist, you don't want to do this. You want to grip and then pull back. And well, you could even, the table's a little high for me. I'm taller than you guys. So if I'm doing like this top part right here, like this top part, if I'm up here, I'm just gonna be working out like my shoulder, and eventually it's gonna get tired and burnt out. So you don't want to put all that weight on your shoulder. And look at my wrist. All I'm doing is opening up. When I do it in the motion, I actually pull these hairs, so I'm looking at what I have to take down. Like this part looks good to me. Actually, I'll do it up here where you can see. Let's see. This part looks heavier. This one's flatter. I'm gonna start taking out in this little section. I'm gonna start zigzagging. And I'll start taking out. And then I'll just follow that same pattern.
So you use your thumb to kind of brush the hair up.
That's the way I've always done it to get into that section, but that's gonna be hard to do at first because you guys are just starting. So if you have to do it, we're gonna use this brush, or you could use a comb, and you could just bring up the coat that you want to get. And then just grab the tips. Don't worry about getting too down there because it's just gonna hurt your hands. You wanna get just the top hairs, and then just get used to getting those like this. Boom, just get those. And then pay attention to what you're doing, because sometimes by doing this, and then I move on to the next one, I push down the next layer down, and then I miss that one later. So if you do, just come back and you'll see. Don't overthink it, just get those hairs out. And the reason why we're gonna practice with these today is because this is not gonna break coat, because they're not sharp. So everyone that's new, I always have them start with stones, whether it's these or this one. I brought an extra one. I'll get you guys some vet wrap, and you could just grip whatever you guys feel more comfortable with. And it just comes off easily. If you're pulling and it's starting to hurt your arm, then we're doing something wrong, because her coat's easy to come off. So it's easy to grip and take off. This is a harder side if you're right-handed. If you guys ever see me do this side, I'll get down and then I'll put myself in a spot where I could get this section, and I'm always pulling on this side. If I'm doing the other side too, I would bring the table up, and then you want to pull in the direction that the hair grows, right? The coat grows. Yes, so you have to pull down in this direction. Yes, same with this side, down this way. Focus on this right here, guys.
Okay.
Right here. Right here. This part. The dark purple. Make it easier for you guys to envision it. And I would bring the table up where you guys are comfortable too. Grip it closer. If you're too far, your thumb's too far. You want your thumb to be closer to your index finger.
So right
Yes.
here?
Yeah, to where you're gripping right here, closer. If you're too far, you're going to be using too much thumb muscle too. Yeah. Like on the top, if you're gripping from the middle, it's going to pull her more. Stop. Here we go. So yours was good though. The momentum you had, it was good. From here, when you're doing it, instead of doing it from here, grab it if you can from here, and then just pull down this way.
Okay.
I should have said that earlier. And then just pull down. And then pull down. And then these right here have to look like this almost.
Okay.
So you're gonna have to take almost all
for
of it.
these, do we go this way or down?
All of it's supposed to go down this way.
Okay.
This down this way, and then this one goes back and also down.
Okay.
See that? That's like, so that means that there's like a little gap between here. What you're gonna do is all the dark hair right now. I'm just gonna focus on that, and I'm just gonna go like this, and I'm gonna take all these out, and then once I do that layer, I'm gonna go. So let's say you took it all down already.
Layers.
Yep. And then I'm gonna take the middle section now. I'm gonna take those tips down, and then same with the next layer. But when you grip it, you pull it down. When I grip it, yank it down. You see how much I took off?
Okay.
Yeah. See how I grip it, the tips, and then I pull.
At
All
the
the-
very, like, to the skin, you're kind of putting your thumb in?
I want to grip. I grip about half, like maybe half, where I could grip with my thumb. But look at how much I'm taking off right there, and that's undercoat too. But yes, I put my thumb in, and I grip, pull back. And it might be easier like this side with the thinner one. This guy.
Oh, yeah, I can hear that.
Like I'm pulling, but it's also gripping. It's easier to grip. Now here, I want to position myself to where I'm going to be able to get more sideways. It'll come out. And then for these hairs, like this one, I could just do this gently, and it won't take off like crazy amounts because I don't have to grip hard. But if I go in that same area a little bit, I'll clean it up, and I'm not using too much strength. Like to kind of figure out once you get the rhythm and the momentum and seeing like how it works. So later on when you guys do it again, you'll have that muscle memory, plus you could learn something new. Plus the muscle, the soreness. So later when you guys do Khaleesi, you guys, it should be a little bit easier. Then we card afterwards when the hair, like all that, now it won't crunch it off, right? So you could get even closer.
Yeah.
And if this one, sometimes it's also too thick, it's like a medium-sized one, you could always go to a fine one. And then you could get even more out, as long as it's not breaking coat. And that will help lay it more flat. With Cocker Spaniels, you do this a lot more than, what's that?
You don't need to use your thumb when you card?
No, you're just carding. But make sure that you're carding, it's not flat, but it's not up or 45. It's more like, I think it's like a 15-degree angle. But this one's feel like it's breaking coat, so I'm gonna go one higher with the medium. And then you just get more out, especially in the areas you want to flatten out more. Like right here. It'll look like this, super flat. And then this hair too, we want to take it down.
That's way better than shave.
Yeah, and it's so much easier to maintain. And it's gonna grow out super thick, whatever we've been taking off. And I took this down. I'm gonna leave this, I'm gonna pluck this later on after. But I took this side short in the back, but I left this point longer. So I'm gonna take this off, but not all the way flat, so it could make the tail look more forward. And then I pulled this on the side of the tail short. So it looks like the tail goes further in as well. And then I'm gonna shave this part with like a 5 afterwards. Just the back part. The front part I already took down. I'm gonna fix the sides afterwards. I'm gonna trim the edges. I'm gonna shave the face. So when I'm finishing her up, I'm gonna pull you guys out to see how we're gonna do the head and everything. All right, and the beard. So she's pretty much done. If you guys want to see the difference between a wire coat and a soft coat, with her we don't hand strip everything. So here you could feel like the roughness and the coat color, how it's darker and rougher. And the head, we've clipped. We card and then we clip and then thin it out. So it's very soft. So that's the difference between a wire coat and a soft coat. This is so much easier to maintain. This is harder. And then her neck too, we try, but she has double collars. She wears 2 collars. So that hair is always breaking. So it's really hard to maintain this coat wiry. You can tell the difference in color. So it's like lighter, more gray, less black. And it should be more like this. So we took her down pretty short today, but she's on the thicker side too. So we tried to make it look a little thinner. I know that you guys know the difference between the hard coat and the soft coat. The reason why we don't hand strip the head, the ears, the neck, and the back of the hind legs, because that's the flat work, and that part takes hours just to pluck that down to the skin. So it's really not worth it. And they're just pet trims, so they don't come often enough. Those dogs, when they use them for show, they spend a lot of hours weekly just getting the flat work done. So we just clip it. I use a reverse 5 most of the time. Some people like to use a 10, but they get too close to the skin. But yes, flat work areas would be the cheeks, here, neck, the back of these legs back here. I don't know if you can see it from the reflection, and the ears as well.